Welcome to the Patriot Barbie Podcast. I'm your host, Lindsey Graham. Before we get started, I want to thank the people and the companies that keep my show going. This podcast is powered by Freedom Square, your favorite news providers, podcasts, businesses, and resources all in one place. This is the parallel economy for Americans who value their free speech and constitutional rights. Freedom lives here. Sign up your business and shop freely at www.patriotbarbie.com/patriot-partners. Sentry H2O, water systems for your home that provide clean, toxic-free, high pH drinking water for your family, removes fluoride and all pharmaceuticals. Water that is not only clean but healthy. Water that saves lives. Grab one for under $300 and install it in your home in less than 15 minutes. Go to patriotbarbie.com/patriot-partners. Of course, I'm a MyPillow ambassador. I live and breathe the support of my favorite patriots and spend my money with those who value my freedom. Pillows, sheets, robes, slippers, blankets, you name it. Buy it all at mypillow.com/patriotbarbie. Use my promo code patriotbarbie for up to 66% off. Groupie. It's like Instagram and Eventbrite had a baby. Influencers and big companies can promote and blast their events on social media platforms that encourage people to post, engage, and promote your event all over the country. Fans and followers will always know where their favorite figures are, and ticket sales get promoted on a whole new level. Get the app. It's called Groupie, Groupi. And last but not least, the IRS has allocated $100 billion for ERTC business owners who had 2 or more employees in 2020 and 2021. You can now claim up to $26,000 per employee. This is not a loan. You use your money however you want. The credit comes as a treasury check that you do not have to pay back. Let My Patriotic Tax Company apply your business and maximize your return. Apply at patriotbarbie.com/patriot-partners and click Get My Tax Credit. Welcome to the Patriot Barbie Podcast. I'm your host, Lindsey Graham, author and conservative activist. I love Jesus. I love America. I'm a proud wife, mom of 3, and I'm having bold and witty conversations with America's patriots, the ones that cancel culture desperately want to blacklist. Trust me, I've been there. In 2020, I defied government lockdowns in Oregon, reopened my salon, and became an icon of freedom. I've been targeted by government and raging liberals every day since, and I refuse to back down. Patriots, I'm here to tell you, your values are worth fighting for. The Patriot Barbie Podcast starts now. Welcome to the Patriot Barbie Podcast. My guest today, I'm going to try to do him justice, but you guys know that the podcast has been sponsored by Sentry Wellness System. It is a water system that I have installed personally in my home. My family drinks it. We drink it religiously. We drink it every day. We have cut out bottled water, of course, tap water, duh, and even the filtration system that our house came with that's really high quality. And my husband knows now, do not go fill up the pitcher of iced tea with freaking any other water other than the Sentry water. So we're having fun with it. I've noticed incredible health benefits. I try so hard on social media to give everyone like the facts and the science behind this, but it's never enough. So I brought in the mastermind behind Sentry Wellness, the man that knows everything. He's created the system from the ground up to tell you guys, I mean, alarmingly, seriously, what is in your water. Full conspiracy theory. You guys know that I don't trust the government. I think the government's out to do horrible things to us humans, from lockdowns to, chemicals in our baby lotion to indoctrination on the news. Like, how far won't they go, right? And so I've come to a point in my life where I believe that I don't know if I trust what's in the water anymore. And so Nelson's going to talk to us a ton about Sentry Wellness System. You install it in your house. It takes less than 15 minutes. I'm not that handy, and I can install it in 15 minutes. So knowing that it's that accessible, it's under $300. You can get it in your home. You can get full home systems if you want. But before you decide to do any of that, we're gonna scare you into buying it. So Nelson, yeah, welcome. We just spent hours on the phone. I mean, you have talked to me to the point where I'm like, I don't even know what you're saying anymore because there's so much bad stuff. If you had to start somewhere with why you created this system, where would you even start?
Well, when I started my business 18 years ago, I worked for companies that made water filtration products, and I'm an injection molder by trade. So we made all their plastic components, and you'll see on this product there's 2 clear housings on there, and that was developed for the RV industry. They're the only housings in the world that don't break.
Yeah.
So that was our starting point. I built the RO systems for these companies, and then getting into them, I realized that what they were giving you was water that's dead. There's nothing good in that water, and it's not healthy for you. It just, people say, well, we're hydrating. You're really not. You're just putting a fluid in your body. You'll still have cramps at the end of the day. You'll say, well, your bones and all that. So I got connected with a chemist out of Germany, Deepak Chopra. And that gentleman develops products and they're all eco-friendly, and they're all mineral-based products. They're not chemical-based products. And that product, he was putting together Hershey's, Kraft cheese, all the food processors use it. And we got connected with him, and he builds resins or materials, and I put it into a package that the average person could use from my knowledge that I learned from the RO system, building those. So what we developed was a product here that will give you minerals, take out all the bad elements, and take out all the things that you do not want in your water. The water today has been, and you can see they had a big push on NBC 15 about how bad the water is in our state. This here removes that. We have a calcium problem in our state that will give you stones. I've had them twice. I've almost died from them.
Kidney stones?
Kidney stones. That comes from calcium.
Okay, and this is in Arizona. Is this all tap water? Is it all, even if you have a filtration system, is it still in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, the only way you will remove it, to give them a plug, the membrane in the RO system will remove the calcium out of the water.
Okay. The membrane in the RO system.
Yes, that's that tube that goes sideways. That will remove it. What we do is we use oxygen to remove the calcium in the water, and it breaks it into a powder.
Okay.
Powdered calcium is okay for you.
Okay.
It's the calcium that looks like a snowflake that binds together and makes a ball that becomes a kidney stone.
Interesting.
So we remove all of that, and it passes through your system, and your body will absorb what it needs and pass the rest of it through the system. We also add magnesium into your water. Well, we all know you need magnesium so that you can think, so you can sleep.
It's almost like you're putting our vitamins in the water for us.
Yes.
Okay, good, because I don't want to take another pill.
You don't need to take magnesium.
I don't take any drugs, but I don't like medications, but vitamins. I get tired of taking vitamins.
I'm not good at vitamins.
No,
I start out right. That lasts about a week.
They have these little kits now, all these wellness companies, and like here's your daily pack, and there's like 8 vitamins, and I'm going, what in the world am I taking? I don't think I need. I'm fine.
You're right.
Just drink my water.
Drink your water.
Yeah, drink your water.
And we've had people now. This system and what we're doing is we've had this in play now for about 4 years. This is not something that we came up with last week.
You're not being tested.
No,
we're not the test lab rats for.
You're not a lab rat.
Like the vaccine.
Yes, like the vaccine. This product here has been around. We've been doing our due diligence. We've had the lab tests. You go to the website. There's lab tests on there to show you what it takes out and how it takes it out. This product here, we've had people drink it for years now. They have been magnesium deficient, iron deficient, and they've gone to their doctors. The doctors do the blood test, and they come back fine.
Oh, so cool.
But it takes about 6 months.
Yeah, okay. Of consistent drinking or 6 months to show?
No, just 6 months of drinking the water.
Okay.
But this is natural. Anything natural takes time. It doesn't happen like, you're going to give somebody, a pharmaceutical product. It's so powerful and potent and over the top. It does things immediately, but then it destroys things immediately.
Yeah, it does. It has side effects, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So this is what this does. Now, this particular product that we come up with it's a 5-stage water filtration wellness product.
Okay.
5 stages in 2 housings. Nothing like it. No tank underneath your sink. Doesn't take up space.
Okay.
It's very simple.
Okay, let's show. I want to show everybody really quick.
Okay.
So the plastic stuff here, this is not part of the system. This is just the display.
This is the whole display.
Thanks, because I know I have one of these in my house. I'm like, this doesn't come with the kit.
Yeah, this little guy here, and this little guy here, and this guy over here is all you need to install this. So what you do is, to make it very simple, is you need a drill with a Phillips screwdriver tip and a wrench, adjustable wrench. You unscrew your cold side of your line. You turn the knob off, unscrew it, plug this guy in. Excuse me, I did that wrong. Plug this guy in because it's a male to female. And then this guy goes on the line that comes down from your faucet. And then your screwdriver, you drive these 2 screws into your wall.
This is all underneath the sink.
All underneath the sink.
And it's just these 2 things, and this tool comes with it.
Yes.
And this tightens the canisters on.
Right.
So the water comes from your sink, you guys. It flows through through here.
Yep. Goes through the catalytic carbon. Now, one of the things that you must know.
This is the filter.
Yeah, but in our world, you can only buy, in the United States, you can only buy carbon.
Okay.
And I can bring this in from India, which is manufactured through my German chemist. This is catalytic carbon. Okay, so if you live in Texas, if you live in California, if you live in any of these states that are using chloramines, it's a new word out there. They're putting ammonia in the water now to kill the bacterial because it lasts longer than chlorine. Only catalytic carbon will remove both.
Yeah, so you shouldn't have ammonia in your water either, right? Or literally, I'm going to talk to you like a dum-dum because I used to not pay attention to this stuff. And I'm like, whatever, water. I mean, whatever.
Ammonia will hurt you. Okay, so when you remove, we only put enough in there. It's not really bad for you.
It's not hurting you.
Don't kid yourself, folks. So the ammonia will destroy carbon. This carbon is 12 times more expensive than regular carbon.
So that the ammonia cannot destroy this.
No, it'll last a full year of use, okay? And then we have a delivery system inside this unit here. Well, you see this white wrap on the outside? That's a sediment filter. That grabs the dirt, the mud, the twigs that come through your water line, okay? And then it goes through the center of this, and there's a material in there called CT resin. It goes up to 100 grains of hardness. Over 100 grains of hardness, it's like cement, water is. So this removes the hardness, brings it down, takes all the minerals, hard and soft minerals, and puts oxygen around and breaks them into a powder form so they pass through your system.
Crazy.
Okay? Then it goes into this canister over here. This is where the magic is, the real magic.
Yeah.
So we increase, in this product, we remove arsenic, chlorine-6. I mean, we remove all of it. And then arsenic is the hardest poison to remove out of the water. And in Arizona, we have arsenic because of the mines up north. So that's in your drinking water. Okay, that goes into the groundwater. So we remove the arsenic, we remove the chloramine. So and then we add and we increase the pH level up to 2 points.
Okay.
We remove the fluoride.
So whatever the pH is naturally living, you rise it.
We'll rise it.
Okay.
And in Mesa water is at 7.48. We take it between 8.5 and 9.03. Okay, and we have a test that proves it and shows it.
I did do a pH test at my house.
Okay, but we have a lab that did it. So, we went one step further to make sure that, we're not faking it or playing games. The other thing that this then does is it takes out 11 different elements. And elements are anything from any bacterial that's in your water.
Okay.
It's bad stuff. The elements are bad things, and it strips it down, increases your pH, and then the final product in here is a carbon that has just been developed. This is where it gets really sad. Okay. What I'm about to tell you is going to blow your mind.
Down.
Okay. You want to put this guy down?
Yep.
Okay. So.
I'm getting a workout in.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, you go to the gym. You're good. Yeah. Your water has pharmaceutical VOCs in it, okay? That means 3 things. First thing is when you are injected with the vaccine or any vaccine, when you go to the washroom, that goes into the water tablet. All materials go into the ground and ends up in the water tablet.
You're talking about like when someone gets vaccinated and goes wash their hands?
When you go to the bathroom.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay, when you go to that bathroom, that goes through.
So someone that's vaccinated, when they urinate, it's still coming out of their body.
Oh, it'll always come out of your body.
Okay.
Okay, it's always being processed. Okay, that ends up into the drinking water, and I'm going to share with you how that works. You've heard of aggregated water.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what we use today to do our greeneries, our golf courses, those kind of things. In the state of Arizona, Texas, and California, They have partitioned, and California's doing it already, and so is Texas. Arizona has partitioned with the EPA to drop the standards of our drinking water. That will be done by the end of this year. That means you will be receiving aggregated water. So what that means is, let's say, I'm only using a term, I can't say this is the real number, but let's say they take the wastewater, they put it into underground aquifers, and the sand processes that water, just like they do in third world countries. Then they take that water and they run it through your water filtration plant, and they add the chlorine and all the other chemicals to try and clean it.
Right.
Let's say
add chemicals to clean our water. Awesome.
No, they have to, right? I mean, they don't know better. That's
well,
the
maybe we
problem.
weren't drinking poop water.
Okay, well, they're taking aggregated water. They're taking your water. Say it's 10 years to clean it.
So gross.
They're driving this down to 1, or maybe 2, but they're taking it and they're condensing it because we don't have drinking water in this country. So that's the one thing that this does. That's your pH. Now, when you throw your pills down the toilet, you throw, grandma is done, and she gets a new, different, now she's
medication.
on medication. Yep. It goes down the toilet.
It's going in the water.
Goes right into your water, guys. And
such an interesting concept. I was trying to figure out when you were telling me on the phone. Like I said, sometimes I kind of go, like you lost me. Like, how does the vaccine get in the water? But our bodily
fluids,
our bodily stuff goes in the water, and then they're using that water to
it comes back at you
filter it again. And,
and we all know.
There are news articles about this, by the way. We're not making this up. No. You can search the internet.
And we all know that pharmaceuticals are in the water. Everybody knows that.
Right.
That's not nothing that's new. But nobody processes it.
When I talk about this water system on my social media, it's the number one thing people care about, that it removes pharmaceuticals. Because I think everyone can attest that at some point the pharmaceutical industry got out of control, and every pill that they give you creates another side effect, which creates another pill. They're trying to medicate us.
In America, so we have the whole world, and the pharmacies are delivering pills to the whole world.
Right.
America uses 92% of all pharmaceuticals that are created.
92%.
In America.
We
are druggies.
We have the market.
We are druggies.
Yeah.
We are, right?
We're druggies, yeah.
But here's where it gets really scary and sad. You had a gentleman on last month, correct? Was it last month?
Yeah, Seth Gruber, right?
Okay. And he spoke about abortions. And we're all excited. Roe versus Wade got changed, and we're not going to have abortions anymore. What they did was they pulled a fast one on everybody, the entire population. Now, and this happened last week, Walgreens and CDC has been given the blessing by the federal government to hand you a pill across the counter. Don't have to go get a doctor's note or anything to abort a child.
Okay, so let me clarify something really quick for everybody. This is not the morning after pill that we're talking about. That's a different pill. We're talking about the abortion pill, which a woman can take, and she can take it up to, I think it's 10 weeks.
I don't know.
10 weeks. And it will cause her baby to starve to death. It cuts off the, I can't remember the hormone. It's been a while since I've had a baby. Progesterone. It cuts off the progesterone to the baby, starves the baby to death, and she will force miscarry her own baby in her home. Full disclosure, more women suffer, have permanent damage, and die from the pill than they would having an abortion, like going in and having.
Correct.
So this pill has been made readily available in the aisles of Walgreens and CVS.
Yes.
But now I kind of see where you're going.
But here's your problem.
Okay.
What they've done is, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist by any stretch of imagination, I play in a world of the elitists, okay? I have conversations with people at that level. What they've done, folks, is they've put this product out on the market. They sidestepped the clinics. You are going to drink this product sooner or later, because where does that baby go when it is aborted in a home? Down the toilet. That goes into your drinking water. That's how serious this is. This product removes that out of your water.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Okay? Let me share something with you. this product was developed to remove pharmaceutical VOCs out of fish.
Okay.
This is for, okay?
Originally.
Originally.
Who created it? Can you?
I cannot say.
I know. This one can't go on YouTube, that's for sure.
We cannot say, and we won't say.
We won't say because we want to keep you alive.
It could happen.
Okay.
So
you don't want to get
this product
Clinton.
is a product that was developed to remove the pharmaceutical VOCs, which is a nice way of removing things that are out there. And and the pharmacies have built all the products that we're talking about, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what it removes: the POCs, the POIs, the POAs. The POCs, folks, is a product, and you're going to enjoy this one. It's a product that comes from your water bottle, microplastic.
Okay, yep.
Your fry pan that has Teflon in it.
Yep.
That product goes into your system and seals your fat cells. That's why we have an obesity problem in the United States.
Yeah.
Is because of your fat cells now can't break down. This product breaks those fat cells down.
So crazy. So you could lose weight by drinking this water.
I'm not saying
You're
that.
Sell a million. You're going to sell a million units. Okay, but
the facts are what the facts are.
yeah,
okay.
Yes.
And if you go to the website and you go to the link to the manufacturer of this product in Germany, they claim all that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. We don't. I'm in the process of having chemists make sure that is a true statement, but they claim it all, so it has to be true. Otherwise, they wouldn't put it out because
Right.
these guys are they're a major corporation.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to tread lightly on how much I endorse that it caused me to lose weight. I work out. Mm-hmm. I eat clean. Mm-hmm. I only have a cheat meal once a week, right? So I can eat whatever I want, one meal a week. But I did all that. I'm 41, almost 42, I think. I did all of these things 5 years ago.
Sure.
Right after I had a baby. Oh, I'm going to lose weight. And I had to work very, very hard at the gym and be very, very careful. And it took me months and months and months and months and months to get to a certain point. I work out leisurely and I cheat more than I should sometimes.
Yes.
But I drink this water, and I will say that since I did, I got to that level of fitness very quickly. To the credit of what I believe the only thing that could have changed would be water, not stopping the process.
Do you drink sodas?
No.
Do you drink iced teas?
Yes.
Okay. If you change the amount of iced tea, so let's say you do 50% iced tea, 50% water in your life, and you go to 75% water and 25% iced tea, you're removing that sugar content. So that would be the upside to it. Mm-hmm. One of the things about this water is it's addicting. It tastes like the water we used to have 30, 40, 50 years ago.
Right out of the
where it was nice.
Yeah, tastes like spring water.
Right.
Yeah.
And it'll take the water of the valley here and water of other areas naturally, and it'll put it in it. When people come to me and say, I got a filtration system, I got a salt system in my house, can I plug this in? I said, no. We want the worst water that's coming into your home. Mm-hmm. We can fix that. We can't fix what these other people are wanting you to do.
Right.
So that's the downside, okay? You can't have those other items in your home and then use this product. Mm-hmm. You just can't. I mean, it won't.
So I do a lot of, and I think I know the answer to this because I don't actually have sugar either. I do Crystal Light, which is the fake sugar. So that's like super naughty, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So people want to tell you that sugar is bad for you, but sugar is a natural product.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you got to have it in moderation.
Right.
But you're fine. It's the other things that now Crystal Light or saccharin or some of these things.
There's one that's in everything.
And it's
a chemical.
And it's made from rat poison.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that will help me be done.
So that's some of the things
aspartame. That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah,
it's in everything.
I can't remember which one. Yeah, I can't remember which one it is, but anything other than natural is bad. That's how it works.
Unfortunately,
we can't get around it. We can't fix it.
Yep.
But one of the things we can do is by using this little water dealio here, this product, this filter system, you can turn around and you can put in your system a pure water. And your body's made up of what, 90% water?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So you can live 3 days without water, and then that's it. So if you put this into your system, you're enhancing the core of your makeup.
Yeah.
Everything, your skin
Everything
changes.
else, yep.
Everything changes. Your skin changes. Everything will change because you're putting in something that is good. Water was put on this earth for us to enjoy, and what's happening is it's being poisoned.
Right.
And you can't enjoy it. I mean, you just, I have, my wife is, she has a dog rescue, and the dogs seem to come to our house, and sometimes they leave, but most of them stay.
She adopts them, basically. She doesn't foster them.
Yeah, but she's found, to her credit, 400 dogs have gone in and out of her world, but we have a handful of them. And we had one that just passed away recently. The dog ended up at our house. It wasn't ours. We were watching for some folks, and they passed away. So we ended up with this little dog, 19 years old. And the dog came to us with congested heart failure. Started drinking this water, and it went away.
What?
Then it came back 5 years later, 19,
Yeah, the dog is
yes.
like 100 in human years.
Yeah. So there's something to say, and all of our dogs would rather. This is nuts. I mean, I got huskies. We have everything, pit bulls. We got everything you can imagine dog wise. They're more interested in the water than their food.
Interesting.
That is crazy. We have dogs that would drink 1 bowl a day of the water from the tap.
Yeah.
They're up to 3 bowls on this a day, and they don't go to the washroom any more often because the water now goes into their system and hydrates them.
And it hydrates them.
One of the things for men, I'm going to throw this out there. One of the things for men, I'll tell you a personal story. Guys, when you hit a certain age, you got to go to the bathroom all the time, right?
Let's get real. Let's get down to the nitty gritty.
And I was going to the washroom at night 5 times.
Oh my gosh.
I started drinking this water, and it didn't take very long. I like to sleep, so I'll go to bed at midnight, and I'll get up at 9 in the morning. I don't get up, ever.
Wow.
Okay, doesn't work for women.
Okay.
Because my wife, she still gets.
Because men and women are different. Biologically.
Right, but this will help a man. And then the other thing that I'll tell you is this, and this is something we haven't even touched on yet. Oxygen kills cancer.
Okay.
The professionals in this world don't know how to get oxygen into your bowels. It goes into your lungs, but won't go into your bowels. This oxygen, when you take the system and you turn it on, you'll have oxygen sitting on top of your water.
Yeah, I've seen that. So I actually, when I first got my system, I messaged you and I was like, is there supposed to be smoke coming off? And it's like, you can see it fluttering on the top of the water, on the glass.
It's
it was
gray.
Crazy. Yeah.
It settles down. Down. But that's how much oxygen you're getting. As hard as your water is, that's the amount of oxygen you get. So in Mesa, we have 68 parts per million. 100 is like cement. So that's how bad our water is. And this product will oxygenate that and reduce the hardness. It'll oxygenate that water, and that goes into your stomach, which then goes into your kidneys, your liver, and all that thing. That's one thing. We just found out in September of this year that when you increase the pH of your water, you put alkalinity into your system. Alkalinity kills it actually kills the cancer because cancer is an acid.
Okay.
It kills.
I'm nodding because I'm like, okay, these are all new.
It kills the acid, which then kills the cancer.
Okay.
That's how important pH increased water is.
Yeah. Wow.
So what this product does is, when it comes in through the first system, the catalytic carbon pulls the pH level down to 0.
Okay.
That destroys the chromium 6 and the any of the other poisons that are in the water.
Okay.
Okay. Then when it goes through the trapezoid, it brings it up to the 9.0, the 8.5. It increases the the pH. What we found out is that to get rid of any of your poisons in the water, you got to take all the pH out of the water.
Interesting. Okay.
This is stuff that is cutting edge.
Killing the water and bringing it back to life.
Yes, this is
cleanly.
cutting edge stuff, and this is stuff that the chemists are finding out, and this is stuff that is 21st century stuff. If you want to go out and bless your heart, you want to go out and enjoy the water store, and he's going to give you a softener that you're going to put salt in your water. That confuses you a little bit, right? Yeah. But you'll feel slimy, so you think you're getting soft water, which is a lie. And then you put this machine underneath your sink, and it strips everything good out of the water. And then you're going to drink that, and you're going to say, "Wow, that's okay." This little product here is why we call it a wellness product. Is it will go after your deficiencies in your body and support them. It will bring them back to a point where it will kill cancer, add magnesium, add the calcium into your body, and we all need it. It adds all these things at a natural rate. That means you can shove calcium pills into you. You can take them, and you think, well, I put 5 in my system today. I should have all this calcium. Right. But your body only accepts so much.
I mean, everyone is starting to learn. The same goes for collagen and other vitamins. You can take the pill, but your body only wants to recognize a certain percentage of that.
It takes what it needs and throws the rest away.
Yep.
So if you're drinking water, if you're enjoying water, and you drink, here in Arizona, we drink a lot of water. I mean, you don't go even into your car without a glass of water.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I've done it, and it sucks when you are in the middle of whatever you're doing and going, I'm dying of thirst. I'm parched, yes. And there's no water anywhere.
But here's another cool thing. If you hook this up to your refrigerator, you know how you get ice cubes out of your refrigerator? They got that really shiny little spot in the middle.
Yeah.
Do you know what we always thought, well, when we watch the movie The Titanic and you see the ice on the ground, it's all shiny ice and all that. Or you go out to a lake and you kind of see through it a little bit. That's contaminants.
Huh.
Chlorine.
What?
Creates the shiny spot in your ice cube.
So your ice cubes should be like foggy looking or like matte.
Correct. The ice that comes out of this product here is foggy. So what I do is I go home, I fill up one of these guys full of water and ice out of my refrigerator because I have a whole house system. Okay, that's the next step above this. I fill it up. I set it on the counter for 15 minutes. I let it chill. When you drink that water, and those ice cubes get small real quick because there's nothing in them. Yeah. When you drink that, when you drink that water, it's ice cold. I love ice cold water.
I do too. Yeah.
This changes everything. It's a whole different game of how you change stuff. Then the other thing you're going to find out is, and this is for all you sports fanatics out there. We have aligned ourselves with the Sun Stadium.
Yep.
So when you go into the Sun Stadium, okay, here's something that is going to be, you're going to be amazed at. And you don't even give this stuff thought in real life. It's just something else. So every wellness station in the Sun Stadium, and there's like 10 of them, they sell you a cup like this, and you go there and you get your water. That's this product right here.
It's the Sentry water.
Sentry water, okay?
In the Sun Stadium.
In the Sun Stadium. Now, we're in every one of the ice machines and every one of the steamers for the team, for everyone. But here's something you got to understand, and this is really kind of scary. The other way you remove phosphates or remove scale is with phosphates.
Okay. What's scale?
Scale is the white stuff that builds up on everything. That's scale.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Calcium is scale.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So they can't have that. That goes into the ice machine, and then it sticks on the parts that make the ice.
Right.
They can't have that. So they put phosphates in the water.
To stop that.
To stop that.
So another bad chemical to stop another bad chemical.
Really bad chemical. Because you're drinking that now.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It doesn't freeze, so it'll go down the drain is what they tell you, okay? But at the end of the day, some of that is going into your ice cube. It's going into your drink.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just another situation. Now, when you go to the Sun Stadium, zero.
It's all Sentry water.
The only thing that's going in the ice cube?
Not the restaurants, right? Just the...
Everything inside that stadium.
So even the restaurants?
Everything in that stadium is ours.
Okay.
Everything. Whatever's inside those 4 walls is us. Oh, so cool. Okay? So when you get that glass, it's safe. Mm-hmm. You're not drinking poison.
I'd be curious to know if there would be a change in like the athlete's performance. Now, we don't know what they do when they go home, right? They drink the water there at the stadium, but then they go home and drink God knows what.
Yeah, you don't.
But I wonder what would happen if you sponsored like a team and they
See the performance level change?
and they contracted to only drink this water. Like,
Well,
that would be very interesting to see.
we're on a mission,
Okay.
and our mission is that this system will be in every professional stadium in the United States.
Okay.
And
That says a lot to me. Like, if you've been watching this entire show and, I don't know, dead babies in the toilet, that's what I'm drinking. I don't know. I don't know. Cancer, really? I don't know. It closes the fat cells. I don't know. But if the Sun Stadium, who I imagine is comprised of very intelligent people, have said, this is the water we want, to me, like, that's a testimony.
Well, they did. It was kind of a strange scenario because they never look back. They're looking, the folks that manage the building, their mission is to change the carbon footprint of the world. They looked at our product and they seen that it was all natural.
Yeah.
They never even looked back.
Okay, so I just want to like reiterate that specific sentence, because my following has turned into, I started as like a patriot, freedom fighter, but it's progressed into, once you don't trust the government and you don't trust doctors and the medical system, you start going down that rabbit hole that some would call a conspiracy, but it's real life, okay? And we've just spent 30 minutes talking about how some people think one chemical will fix another chemical. Same with prescriptions, same with medications.
Correct.
Everything in this is natural.
100% natural.
This is not a filtration system that's using a chemical to erase other chemicals or bacteria. It's a natural. There's nothing in here that is bad for you.
No.
I mean, quite the opposite,
No.
obviously. But
You can go to your salt system in your home, take that salt out, and pour it on your grass. What will happen?
it'll die. Will it die?
It'll die. Pour it on your plants, will die. You can take the media that's inside these bowls, pour it on anything, and it won't die. Because it came from the ground. It's not salt comes from the ground, but it's made for preservatives. It's not made for you to put into your grass. This is just a media. There's nothing different about it. We pull it out of the ground. We put it into these systems, and that's the extent of it. It's just a unique product in that respect. But I want to share one more thing with you that I didn't tell you about. So going back to the health aspect of it, okay?
Yeah.
I hit a point in my life where you know what PAS levels are?
No.
In men?
Nope.
Well, that's when you get cancer. Okay. I think it's prostate cancer, to be honest with you. So went to my doctor. Mine's always been 1.6 all my life, 1.6. And that's where you want to be, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8. Went to him, do the blood test, and they're watching me by October. I went in June. By October, I was at 3.9.
Ooh.
At 4,
That escalated quickly.
yes, at 4, they want to operate. Okay, so I'm at 3.9. I go to get the scan done. I got a growth, the whole 9 yards. So I go to a specialist now in January. I'm definitely I'm not really a doctor person. I'm not really into
Typical dude.
any of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
I had my moments now. So I went to him. He said I want to do a biopsy. Not really excited about biopsies. Okay,
He wanted to cut into your balls. No guy gets excited about that.
Yeah, it was something I didn't want to do. So I said let's just put this on hold for a few months.
Let's not.
Okay.
I'll call you. Don't call me. I'll call you.
That's kind of like what I was trying to tell him in a nice way. But my wife is
It'll
my
kill
wife,
itself.
and she's can be
Oh,
determined.
of course. Oh, yeah.
So we purchased a home. We were in January. I purchased a new home in February. When we put the system in February, we started drinking this water. I went back in May to get another blood test done.
Mm-hmm.
Went and did the blood test. Went back to the doc in May because then we're going to have the come to Jesus conversation. Where what are we going to do? Yes, and he
Slice
looks at
and
me.
dice.
He looks at me and says, "What did you do?"
Oh.
I said, "What are you talking about?" He says, "Your level now is at 1.7."
It's even lower than originally.
It went from, it was at 1.6. It went to 1. We were
Oh,
back to
gotcha,
1.7. So we're in the ballpark,
Yeah.
right? And I said, well, I didn't know about pH.
Right. Okay.
You know, this is so new to us. We didn't even know we increased the pH at that point. So we've been doing the testing thing like, you know, for the last 4 years. It's just huge. He looks at me, he says, "You're at 1.7." And I'm like, well, the only thing I know that I did, I have this new water system and it puts oxygen in your system. He goes, well, legally, I can't talk about that. But because we don't know how to do that. But if you really want to know the truth, we know that oxygen destroys cancer. So what you did was you put this oxygen in your system and you destroyed the cancer. Now, would that happen for everybody? I have no idea.
Right.
All I know is that's what happened to me.
Right.
And to this day, I've been fine.
We gotta do some like.
So
we gotta do like
a
controlled test market on this.
Well, the problem is you get into that world.
I know.
Everybody's so different. Your body's different than my body, and how it reacts to things.
Your environment.
Yes.
Your
I can just tell
habits.
you. I can just tell you the pluses and the minuses, and you pray to God that it works for you in that world. We don't know. We don't know. You know.
Truly believe though, if we came up with a product and proved it would cure cancer, that we'd probably get.
I think. Well,
you and I would be suicidal quickly.
Well, that's a whole nother world. That's a whole nother scary world that's out there. And what we try to do is just we put facts out. Mm-hmm. You determine if it's a product for you. Now, here's the thing.
Or hear all this. Buy one. They are $279.
$279.
Literally under $300.
See, what we did was,
and then try it for yourself.
Yeah, what we did, guys, was this. We did two things. Because we were in the industry, and if you go buy an RO system, and we had this product at one time, and Lindsay has this product, you got to drill a hole in your sink and put a faucet on there. What we did was we came up with a way to take that out, because who wants to drill into a sink? I mean, I'm in the business, and I'm looking at my sink, which is expensive.
Well, and if you have the granite countertops, like you can't.
Well,
it's impossible.
Well, you got to buy a diamond tip drill.
Yeah, or you have to buy a new sink with a hole already pre-drilled. Or
right.
Luckily for me, when you gave me the first system, my husband's like, "I'll drill."
Well, he's in the business, so he gets it, right?
But
what gal's going to do that?
Single mom wants to be able to just attach the tube.
That's what we racked our brain around, and we said, well, what can we use to make this a 15-minute install? Mm-hmm. And two tools. Everybody can come up with two tools. You know what I mean? You can get a friend to give you a drill with a tip on it, and all you need is an adjustable wrench, and that's how we developed this product to fit. And now, let's say you're in an apartment. Mm-hmm. This will go in any apartment, 50 minutes in. Oh, I'm leaving next week, 50 minutes out.
Yep, you can take it with you.
The only thing you're going to leave in that apartment are two little holes where those little screws, these two little screws went into, and nobody's going to see that. You'll get your security bag.
It's under the sink, yep.
And here's the other thing. Go buy one of those little stickers, wood stickers that you can get at the dime store or Five and Dime, and shove it on there, and the hole goes away.
Right.
So
done.
There you go. So, but the kicker is this will allow you to get away from bottled water. Mm-hmm. Bottled water is becoming a real issue, because what are we doing with all these bottles?
Yeah.
The landfills are filling up.
Yep. Well, that, and they say what's in the bottle, maybe. But the rules and restrictions, and the FDA has become so lackadaisical about what is in things.
Right.
Like baby lotion. Did you know that they don't even monitor baby lotion? The FDA does not tell manufacturers what they can and can't put in baby lotion. If a baby reacts, if millions of babies reacts, the FDA doesn't.
Oh well.
They're under no authority to do anything about it. Notify the purchasers, notify the parent, nothing.
That's
not fine the company. So who knows what's in bottled water?
Well, let me share with you on the plastic on this then. Okay, so the tubing on this is a special NSF certified tubing. It's not off the shelf tubing at all. That means it's made out of polypropylene. When polypropylene is molded or made, it puts a skin over the plastic. So if you use an ABS material, I'm in the plastic business, so we're very familiar with all this. If you use an ABS or a Delrin or any of these other materials, they're porous. So that means stuff.
The water's grabbing stuff through the pipe.
Right, and it will keep stuff. Okay, it'll keep the bacteria, and then it keeps moving on. This is made out of polypropylene. It seals up. The lids, these black components right here, are polypropylene, NSF certified, And here's the coolest thing, and nobody else, you'll never see this again in any other filtration system. This clear housing is made from a copolyester. It comes to me white. White is this.
Okay.
With things that I do internally, I make it this. At the end of the day, this is the same material that's in your 2-liter pop bottle. And this is the cleanest material known to man. There's nothing cleaner. It's very, very, very expensive. But it's the cleanest material. And we're the only people in the world that does this.
Interesting.
This, we've seen these things freeze. They don't break. We've seen them, they take, they do a test at NSF where they hit this with 150 pounds of water pressure. It has to go 120,000 times. If ours fails at 200,000, it's a failure.
Wow.
That's how strong.
So your tests are more rigorous.
Yeah, we don't play the game that they play. We're out to make sure that
it's the best.
Your world is perfect. Now, this little guy over here, this is a cool little item that we added. This little container, this little gray thing over here is a PVR. That controls and maintains that the water going through this system is at 50 PSI all the time. See, at night when you're sleeping.
That's the pressure, right?
That's your pressure.
Okay.
So when you're sleeping, the water pump station is still pumping at 200 PSI. Now that nobody's using the water, you're getting hit in your home with 200 PSI. You don't even know it.
Yeah.
Things break in your house at night, and people don't even realize this. So what we don't want is a 200 PSI hit coming into this thing and doing something goofy.
Yeah.
So we're trying to protect your home from every angle possible is what I'm trying to say. So we add that to it. You won't see that on any other RO system made.
Wow.
So everything we have done in our system, we have to be over the top or we're really not interested.
It's a bit of a miracle water. So you should call it the miracle water.
Yeah.
I just came out with the new slogan.
We think we got something that will help the world live better.
Yeah, I love it.
That's what we think.
Love it. Okay, so they are $279 in your home, removable, 15-minute installation. You can get them on SentryH2O.com.
Shipping's free?
Shipping's free. Wow.
Okay.
Sentry is SENTRY.
Yes.
If you guys
H2O.
get really confused or we're not listening, they are one of my partners on my Patriot partner page as well at patriotbarbie.com. So you can grab one there. And you can save 10% by using code Patriot Barbie.
You better.
I'm pretty sure.
Yes, you better. No, you better.
You better. That's a threat. Nelson, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for your dedication to this product and for all the good that it's doing. Americans, truly.
Yeah, it's a new world we live in.
Yeah. All right, what do you want to cheers to?
Well, since it is the beginning of the year, right?
Yeah. And by the way, in this water bottle, there's something naughty and something nice.
Oh.
The naughty is Crystal Light, but it's with Sentry water. So
You're adding sugar to the water?
no, it's not sugar. It's the fake sugar, which is even worse, I think.
Wow, you're bad. I mean,
So I'm going to move tomorrow to straight water. I just love flavor. Makes me feel like it forces me to drink more water, but
well, then use it. Then do what you got to do.
no, I don't want to put
Well, there's got to be something good you can put in there.
something. Probably real sugar.
right?
But ice cubes. Okay.
Let's
what's your
cheers to your audience
'Kay.
that their new year is better than the last one. And they're healthy and wealthier and wise.
Wonderful.
Okay?
Cheers.
Cheers.
I can taste the chemicals. Just kidding.
Now you know.
The Crystal Light chemicals.
Yeah, now you
know.
know.
Now I feel like I'm
Knowledge is
going to get so much healthier once I remove all of it. It's like a slow, I do this with my followers, like a little bit at a time, right? You know, we eat turkey, not beef. There's so much we substitute. Everything is sugar-free in our house, but
Well, you know what the problem is? When you don't know anything, you're okay. The more you know, the harder it gets.
Yep.
Because you don't want to do what's wrong for you and your family.
right.
You know? And that's what it comes right down to.
Yep.
In our world, it's us, our family, and our dogs.
Yeah.
We have
Well, and you're giving your dogs the good water. That's
they
amazing.
love it. And
So,
like I said, they love
yeah,
it.
you guys, if you don't do anything this year, if you don't do anything else, I would say change your water habits. I mean,
That's right.
something very small can be very life-changing. So thank you so much for watching. You guys have a blessed new year. Thanks for tuning in to the Patriot Barbie Podcast. Follow me on Truth Social at The Patriot Barbie and Instagram at the.patriot.barbie. Subscribe, leave a review, and share this podcast with your friends. You can find this show, my book Targeted, and my apparel line on www.patriotbarbie.com. God bless America and God bless you.
And new tonight, a Salem salon plans on defying the governor's coronavirus orders by reopening for business.
If I didn't comply and shut my doors, they would then issue me a $70,000 citation. And if you can possibly believe this, Child Protective Services showed up at my home.
She was one of the first business owners to take a stand.
Everyone's job is essential, not because of what we do or how we do it, but because it's the way we make our living.
She's way out of her league, and it's time that someone told her that.
Lindsey Graham, you're not out of yours.
Lindsey, also, you've got the nickname now online as the Patriot Barbie.
Yes, I'm doing this for me and my family, but I am doing it for you now too. God has just opened doors for me in the political circle.
When you know your identity in Christ and you know that you're right, you know that your convictions are right, it's a strength that I believe can only be God-given.
It's Dylan's KC Barbecue at 4 Valley locations. Our sports bar in Arrowhead is packed with TVs for the ultimate sports fan. Our Wildlife World Zoo location will have you on the edge of your seat, dining right next to our 60,000-gallon shark tank. Dylan's Bayou at Pleasant Harbor has never-ending sunsets, beautiful people, and live music every weekend. And our newest location, Western Trails Ranch, is 12 acres of rodeo fun and live outdoor concerts for the entire family. It's Dylan's KC Barbecue, where we're elite, unique, and memorable.